I'm Jeff Altman, the big game hunter. I coach people. I do career and leadership coaching. I'm the head coach for JobSearchCoachingHQ.com. And welcome. I like to spend a little bit of time each day talking with you about some element of job search because I believe it doesn't have to be as hard, difficult, painful, or take as long as it does. It's just the skills needed to find a job are different than those needed to do a job. And there's a lot of detail that goes into a job search. Yeah, you can pretend you're oblivious and suffer the consequences of it, but I try and deal with the minutia, the big picture, strategy, tactics, all sorts of different things that are designed to help you perform much, much better and find that next job much more quickly. After all, there is no better feeling than getting that phone call from an employer that says, we'd like to make you an offer. Well, I take it back. That's a good feeling, but winning $1.6 billion in Mega Millions, I think, would be an even better feeling. So let me talk with you about some of the stupid things I've seen job hunters do over the years, just as damaging to your candidacy. Ready? So the first item I have on my list is telling different things to different people. Now, you may tell the contingency recruiter one thing, the corporate recruiter is something different, but fundamentally it comes down to, two different salary targets, two different reasons for why you're looking to change jobs, different stories to different people. Eventually, I'll give you an example. In the case of the agency recruiter who gets you the interview with the corporate recruiter, they tell that person that you're looking because of one reason, and you tell them it's a different reason. They compare notes. They find it's a little weird. So again, congruence becomes important. And when you tell different things to different people, whether it's your resume or your LinkedIn profile don't match up quite that well, or you say one thing to one person and something different to another person, you know what happens? They smell BS, and that affects you. So that's number one. Number two, showing up unprepared for the interview. You arrive there, you haven't reviewed the job, you haven't practiced how to interview, you haven't looked at the LinkedIn profile of the person or people that you're meeting with. All of these have an impact where you arrive with this certain dumb deer in the headlights look and behave in just that way. The result is you don't perform that well. It hurts you. Number three, dressing for an interview. Oddly. Now, there are extremes here. For example, the person who dresses in, I'm going to do stereotypes, flip-flops for the firm that likes to see someone suited up. And conversely, the person who arrives suited up who goes to an interview in flip-flops. The person who dresses like Ronald Reagan was president. The person who dresses like they're going to the beach. All these sort of things have an impact. And when you dress in an odd way, you stand out in ways that are not really to your advantage. So understand there's an impact to your action, and you want to dress appropriately. Next one, coming to the interview without intelligent questions of your own. And by that, I don't mean tell me about the job. There's more that you could be asking. For example, let's say you hire me and I come on board. What are your expectations of me over the first 30, 60, 90 days? Let's say you hire me and I come on board and it's time to give me a review. And I haven't just done a good job. It has been spectacular. Best job you've ever seen someone do like this. What would I have accomplished during the last year that would make you think that way? Those are good questions. Just saying, tell me about the job, basically is a wasted opportunity to impress. Okay. Next one, canceling interviews or calls at the last minute. And I'm differentiating because they're both really interviews, but one's by phone, one's in person. You do it at the last minute. You may have another offer, but you knew that already. And you waited to the last minute and were, impacted someone else. There's no reason for that. they get annoyed and pissed off, and rightly so, because they could have seen someone else. They could have been doing something else. They could have attended that meeting that they chose to not attend because they were going to meet with you. Well, that has an effect that not only can hurt you during this job search, but in others when they remember your name, when they get the resume and go, oh yeah, that guy stood me up. Not a smart move. Next one, ghosting. And ghosting shows up in a couple of different ways. So this is the one, I'm taking the interview scenario one step further. You just blow it off and don't show up, or you arrive so late that you might have just not shown up, or as they're about to make the offer, you disappear. Where is she? Where did she go? Where is he? I have a couple of questions. I just want to make sure. And then you're invisible. Ghosting is not a smart move under those two conditions. Next one, stating a salary target that you want to hit, and then upping it once you get the offer letter. Now, it's one thing if you do that and you have another offer. And then you can say to them, I know we've been talking about X number of dollars, but such and such firm has made me an offer at X plus Y. And it's really tempting, but I prefer your organization. It's not good to just do it as part of a negotiating strategy. Give them an idea of what's going on. Talk with them in a forthright way. Don't just be a creep, okay? Trying to change the job somewhere along the line during the interview process. So, for example, this person who applies for a job and is starting to interview for the job, they're in Minnesota, the job's in Atlanta. They talk about, being willing to move there. And then in the interview, they say something like, this job is really terrific, but I really don't want to move. Okay. So did you think the job was going to be moved to you? Give me a break here. Too much travel. Could you cut the travel down in half? No, we're not. All you've done is waste their time and waste your own. And lastly, trying to negotiate the job offer after you've said yes. That is so obnoxious. You've said yes to the offer. They made it to you. They have reason to believe that this was the number that you wanted. After all, you said yes. And then you come back to them and say, I was thinking about it. I'd like $15,000 more. No! Now, if you've gotten another offer, if your firm has made a counter offer, that's a different situation. However, if you're just doing it because this is part of the game that you play, no! Don't do it. All you're doing is sabotaging yourself. So I hope you found this helpful. If you did and you're watching on YouTube, click the like button, share it, do something that lets people know it was worthwhile. Leave a comment. And if you are watching on YouTube, you may notice there's a little icon down below there. Click on it and you'll be subscribed to my channel on YouTube. If you want to watch my other videos on YouTube, the easiest way to find my channel is go to jobsearchtv.com. I have a redirect to my my YouTube channel there. There's a lot there, several thousand videos that you can watch or listen to that have information about job hunting and hiring. A lot of great stuff. I think it's over 4,000 at this point. So jobsearchtv.com takes you over there. If you're interested in my coaching you, connect with me on LinkedIn at linkedin.com/IN/the Big Game Hunter. Mention that you saw the video because I just like knowing that I'm helping some folks. And once we're connected, message me about coaching. We'll set up a time for a free discovery call. Lastly, if you just have a couple of questions, you contact me through prestoexperts.com where we can have a phone conversation, or through Magnify, MAGNIFI, which is an iOS app where we can have a video conversation. I have a lot more available, by the way, at thebiggamehunter.us. Again, that's thebiggamehunter.us. Visit the site, go exploring, thousands of blog posts. Have a great day. Take care.